everyone. Welcome to another Mahalo Halo Las Vegas and then some. It's your girl, Tony Rose, with my sister.
Hey guys, it's the People's Bestie, your favorite MC. It's your girl, Lepa. Me and Tony Rose are coming at you with big love from the 702. And of course, always keeping it live in the 725.
Very live today, guys. The tea is teeing.
Yes.
And the wind is blowing outside. And we are inside. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this time that we can come together. Of course, we always love coming in, and every show that we've done, there's not been one show that I have not walked away from feeling just, more encouraged, more empowered, and energized. Definitely got to get the feelers out.
Right.
Yes, sister.
There is a season of change that we were just talking about blooming. The blooms are blooming, the flowers, the pollen is flying. Everybody is kind of shifting right now
and
with sneezing, all of it. But we just want to speak life into what's going on in the community with one another and hopefully inspire you guys out there in Mahalo Halo land, in whatever you're doing and trying to partake in or trying to pursue. So between you and Isis, what's going on? You are busy in all the events in the community. Let's talk about it.
I mean, last weekend, this month of April has definitely, there's so much going on in the Polynesian community. I know not only that, but now also too in the whole city of Las Vegas.
Yes.
Last weekend we had a lot of events going on, but then this weekend coming up, some major things, of course, outside of our radio show and our music and everything like that too. My husband, who is a definite huge fan, WrestleMania is coming to Las Vegas, and so excited that he's so excited. I'm just like, oh. And besides all that, we have also other events as well.
Right.
Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to the Las Vegas ballpark to support the Las Vegas Aviators alongside Holo Holo, because that's happening at the end of this month. So
and
I'm
that's
just
exciting.
Really excited for
you're
that.
representing Holo Holo on your shirt or your jersey there.
Yes, the jersey.
That's always a great time because it kind of wraps up the spring events into the hotter summer months. So
and then we open up the month of May with some other great events. Of course, Mahalo Halo is coming down.
We are back May 10th for Mother's Day celebration. But before that, I wanted to go ahead and speak life into whatever is going on here, because there's a lot of talent and we have one of them here, an amazing woman, a woman of artistry and creativity, and also heading an amazing group of individuals, both seasoned in their craft and also the new newbies in their creativity. So welcome to our show, Miss Nise.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
So we want to welcome you to our PHLV family.
Thank you.
We have also brought on the Manifest Academy founder, Rob Lacey. So we just want to kind of get to know you, because I know you're a part of the behind the scenes of it all. So tell us how you guys got started. What is going on?
Thank you first of all for having me. I'm honored, I'm happy, I'm excited, and a little nervous. As far as how we got started with Manifest, first of all, it's Rob's baby. It's his whole idea, his whole entire thought process. And he just kind of came to me because he knew I worked in events, and he's like, hey, I have a crazy idea I'm working on, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it going. Can I bounce some ideas off you? That's kind of just essentially how it started. But he was already in the process of looking for venues and doing all that. So the idea from its fruition, from its birth, was completely his. And he's like, well, mostly I need volunteers. I need help trying to figure out this and that. So I helped him pull together one or two things for the first show, and then here we are 2 years later. It's this big, amazing thing that we all can't stop coming back to.
Right. Yeah, you guys just celebrated your 2-year anniversary. They also hold it at Downtown Container Park. So we have a lot of talent there. We have familiar ones that have also shared with Mahalo Halo, Denjay. So talk about all the talented individuals that you guys are now producing and what you guys have in store.
First of all, there are so many talented kids here in Las Vegas that I had no idea that we could tap into this kind of talent. I had no idea. And, Rob has connections with some of these families and some of the kids and their friends, and he pulls them in and takes them under his wing. And when we bring them into the show, it's our job, the rest of us as the team, to kind of make them feel like family, like they're here in a safe community. Like, you know, we can help you with the artist development. We can teach you how to interview. We can teach you stage etiquette. We can teach you what to do when you don't know what to do.
Right.
You know, make you comfortable. And, you know, if you mess up, it's okay. No one knows but you. You know, it's our job to continue to encourage them as a part of the team. And that's also a part of the artist development, is making sure you have people in your corner that support you, not just yes men, but people that'll help you develop, people that'll push you, people that encourage you
and challenge
you, you know, talk to you when you need
even correct
to express yourself. The basis of Manifest at its heart is more than just artist development. It's mentorship.
Right.
That's Manifest at its heart.
Nice.
And I love the title of the group because, or the name of the group, because you definitely manifest these things to reality, you know, because Rob is majority the producer of all of the tracks and all of the songs that these kids write to.
Yeah, he's the musical genius.
So tell us about that process, because as an artist yourself,
yes,
you know, you kind of see the vision in which he's already created, but as an artist working with him, tell us about Nuance.
So Nuance it's my baby. It is my spoken word project, and it's my very first time putting my poetry out to the world. I have been writing all my life, but I never thought, oh, let me go say it on a stage somewhere. I never thought to do anything like that. And I have, years and years of notebooks and journals of little scribbles and scratches and stuff like that. And, you know, Rob being a rapper, I think we were just joking around one day, and I was like, you know, I write. And he was like, do you? And I kind of showed him a piece or two, and he said, you got to do something with this stuff. Why don't you put out a poetry book? And I said, well, I already did the book thing. He said, what do you mean you already? I said, I have 2 published books already that are just like urban fiction that I put out a long time ago. And which is still up on Amazon, by the way.
Yes.
Check it out on Amazon.
Yeah. What's the title?
What's the title?
The title is called Dying to Love You. It's a 2-part series. It's like a thriller kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
the links are on my Instagram.
The secret is out.
When we think it's one thing, is she's blooming into nothing. She's like letting us know all these things. Okay, keep going.
So I do have 2 published books, and I said, well, I've already done the book thing. You know, maybe I'll put all the poetry pieces into a book, but it just kind of feels boring. And then he said, why not an album? And I said,
okay, Rob.
Like Jill Scott, like Erykah Badu. I got excited.
Right.
And
how beautiful.
He's like, why not? So he challenged me, and he pushed me through the artist development part of it.
I love it.
Yeah, we locked in, we got it done, and now here we are with a successful project that I can't believe I ever completed.
Yeah. So tell us about Nuance. How many I guess songs or spoken word on it?
There are 9 tracks in total. The first one is an intro, like an introduction from my best friend. It was a conversation she and I were having about growth, and that's kind of the tone, sets the tone of the project. The rest of the tracks are all very meticulously selected pieces.
Okay.
You know, because you'll have pieces that you may not want to put out to the world, and then you have some that are messages that maybe the world needs to hear. So if you listen to it in its entirety, it is thematic. It's kind of like think of it as spring cleaning for the soul.
Okay. We like cleaning.
It's a lot of the digging in, the vulnerability, the honesty, accountability, and just kind of letting things go as you move through them. You acknowledge them. You acknowledge that you own these things, and you work through these things. Everything from dating, you know, we all make bad choices. Everything from dating to just everyday accountability to you know, managing your emotions to owning up to when you're in the wrong, to owning up to when you need to move on from things, when you're even friendships, relationships, whatever they may be, workplaces. And then not even just owning up and accountability, but also rejoicing in who you are as well. You know, there's a piece on there which is the title track called Nuance. It's braggadocious. It's you know, it sounds braggadocious, but it's really more about accepting who you are.
Yes,
you know,
confidence.
Exactly. So it's confidence, not arrogance.
Right.
I am this, but I'm this too.
Nice.
I realize that I've made mistakes, but I'm still great. You know,
right.
Yeah. This, that, all the above.
Oh my gosh, spring cleaning for the soul. So
Yeah.
you said so every single track, or like, you know, because they're all different pieces of this multiple collection that you collected for over how many years, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure you had to go back and like kind of archive and be like, or did you have to go look back at like the beginning? And then you're like, I want to bring this back to life because I think this is meant to be. Like you said, you picked them individually. Like what, you know, like how did that process take? Like, you know,
there were some that were scribbles, like unfinished pieces of poetry. Any artist or writer, you know, MC might be familiar with. Sometimes you just get something that you think of a line and it just knocks around in your head for a little bit. You'll scribble it down somewhere and you'll put it down. And you won't come back to it for months, maybe a year or two. You know, and I had a couple of scribbles here and there that I thought, you know what, maybe I can finally expand on this. And sometimes I just left them short. Sometimes they're perfect as they are.
Yeah.
You just have to go with whatever the muse tells you to do.
Yeah.
Even the introductory track after my best friend's intro, it's called "Love by You." It's one of my favorite pieces on there. It's more of the expression of joy. A part of the spring cleaning means also letting people in.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, letting go of the bitterness and the hurt and bringing people into your life. And it was something that I went back and finished for this project.
Nice.
It wasn't finished prior to. It was just a couple of scribbles here and there, and I think I had maybe 5 or 6 lines, and then I turned it into a whole, from 30 seconds to like 2 minutes.
I love that. You watered it. And
I watered it,
Exactly.
Right?
Just like her album, her photo
Just
album.
like the cover. Yep, it's in bloom.
You know, and when I'm listening to you speak and how you're painting the picture for us and how it all came to fruition and it bloomed, right?
Yep.
I can see the passion that you put into this nuance.
Yeah.
And as an artist, sometimes you don't want to put out stuff because you're afraid of,
It's
what
scary.
people are going to think.
Exactly.
But once you put it out there, how did you feel when you had the artwork, all of it put together?
So when it was all said and done, we set the date for it to go out. It went out on my birthday.
Oh my God.
January 27th. It went out on my birthday. And I did the unthinkable. I had a listening party.
Look at that.
You did.
I was terrified.
That's so beautiful.
Terrified.
I love that.
And the response was so overwhelming. My God. my friends came out, my family came out. I had friends flying to town. My mother drove in. My stepdad, my brothers, some of my other family and friends, a lot of my friends that I've made in the poetry community. I think I had a turnout of somewhere around 40 to 50 people.
I love that.
It was overwhelming.
Nise, I'm so happy
couldn't
to
believe
hear
it.
that.
Yes.
And it was nerve-wracking because I'm like, oh my God, all these people are about to hear.
Yeah.
All these people are about to hear it. And we
Pieces
played
of
it.
my soul.
We played it in its entirety, front to
my God.
front to back, and the support I received, the love I received, the care I received, it was better than the experience of making the album. Just knowing that people actually cared enough.
Yeah.
To come out and support. And that's the beauty of artistry, is that you don't know what to expect, because it's like, oh my God, I've known you for years and you had that in you.
Yeah.
And then you know these people in different seasons of your life, and you come to this listening party and you meet all the people that have helped you be this person. And how beautiful is that? On your birthday too?
Yeah, it was a great way to bring in my birthday.
That's amazing.
It was a great way.
I love that story.
I had a giant photo of the album art, and I printed it out on a big piece of foam board, and I had everyone there sign it.
Oh,
so it's
my
a memento
gosh,
to myself.
I love that.
Wow, what an inspiration. You know, there's a lot of kids that you work with, and not only are you putting this event together, you're also one of them, you know, because you're like, hey, I know what you're going through. So if they do need that mentorship, especially us ladies, right? Like the ladies are going through, especially the teens, you know, they need somebody as a safe space to really express to, especially in the arts, right?
And there's not that many for kids here.
No,
Las Vegas is a very adult forward thinking city, a very adult facing entertainment city. There's not a lot for kids to do here. There's barely a theme park, barely.
Right.
I mean, there used to be is the water park still open?
There's a couple.
But there used to be
a
big water park, right?
There's a couple of them that they closed down, but there's still some that are open. But at the same time too,
and then,
it's just the summertime. But like you said,
you got the one casino that has the Adventure Dome. Like, it used to be a big thing, and now it's not so much anymore. And like, kids need distractions too.
Yeah.
You know, they're people just like we are.
Families
they're
are living
people,
here.
but they're people.
Yeah, and families are living here in Vegas.
Families are expanding here. Vegas is expanding as a whole.
Yeah.
And they need activities. They need outlets. And for all of them, that doesn't look like sports.
Yeah.
For all of them, that doesn't look like after school programs.
Right.
For all of them, it doesn't look like video games.
Right.
Or just hanging with friends. Sometimes they need those internal releases, and a lot of them, much more of them, are more creative than we think they are.
Right.
They just need the access to it.
Right. And I love it that you guys have the accessibility that people can. I feel it's approachable.
Yes.
It's not. It's like it's tangible. It's like I feel like here in Vegas, like even because like in LA they say, oh, it's just so. Or those are bigger cities. You just have to be able to catch it. But here you created with Manifestation Academy, and even with your talents coming together, you created this really beautiful space and safe space where you can help guide them and help them drink us, because honestly, there's a side of Vegas that is very adult and very dangerous and very, I'm pretty sure anywhere in the world. Yeah. But I love it that you guys have this space, and that they also see the exampleship in what you're doing with the power in your words and what you've gone through, how you've grown through it, how you've grown from that. And so they can say like, oh my gosh, she's not just saying it. There's authority behind her words. Right. Yeah. There's like, I can speak it over you because I know what you're feeling. And I love that you have that that you're a part of this team, this amazing team that Rob has put together. Yes. We see you.
Yes, we see you, Rob. And also, happy birthday to Mama.
Happy birthday to your mom.
It is both my mom and my best friend's birthday.
And best friend.
They're both great.
Best friend. Yes.
Well, we're excited to have you on the Mahalo Halo stage, May 10th. And as a Mother's Day celebration, us women love to support one another. And also, the power in words is in words. You know, how we speak to one another, how we, elevate one another. As women, it's already hard enough. We have that, kind of pressure to be something more than who you are. And I think this album, Nuance, is going to be an incredible addition to Mahalo Halo. So, Rob, thank you for sharing Nise with us.
Thank
you. We definitely want to be able to share your art. And I'm excited. I'm excited to hear all this stuff.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me at Mahalo Halo. That's a dream for me. It's such an honor. I can't wait to experience, all the culture, and because you don't see, if you're not in the know, you don't see the culture in Vegas if you're not in the know.
Right.
So to be able to see it firsthand and participate in it, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
you guys are doing amazing things.
Well, it's collaboration over competition. Here in Vegas, I feel like we were, and that's what brought us together so much. So it's not more like, what can I get from you? What can you get from me? It's more like, how can we collaborate? Because when you win, I win, and when I win, you win. So that's where when we came with Rob and we got together, and it's just like, hey, we want to see this succeed. We want to see these every single artist, every single business, creative, small business, big business. We want everyone to succeed. Why not? Why not? And I'm like, because there are people like, oh, it's a dog eat. I'm like, no, it's a dog eat dog world. I'm like, I get that, I do. But then you know what? There are people who want to come alongside you. If you team up with the right team, like he has with all of us, then you can't help but win. So I mean, let's keep on winning, ladies. And men. So
how do we find you, Nise? Tell us a little bit about your social media, and then on the upcoming events. I know you have a busy schedule and calendar. Let's talk about the bookings, you guys. If you want to book Nise, you better hop on that right now, because she has a full calendar.
In demand.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, which is primarily where I post everything. And I'm very responsive on there. It's Nise, N as in Nancy, EEIICY. I post all of my upcoming events, sneak peeks. I share all of the Manifest Academy stuff that we're doing.
Perfect.
And my own personal events for the poetry readings or performances, or just I share community, like you said, community, not competition.
Right.
So I share other people's things as well.
Love that.
I love it.
All right. So we have upcoming events. We have April 21st, 27th, May 3rd, May 10th, which is Mahalo Halo, and then May 17th. So check her out on social media for, I guess, all the events that you're doing. And then also Manifest Academy, you guys have the family rave that's happening at Area 15. Love that, because
it's the most adorable thing in the world to see a bunch of teeny tiny babies in rave outfits throwing confetti.
Oh my
adorable.
Goodness. Well, I'm sure it's a blast, because I know that you guys throw a great event.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
Check that out too. It's what is that one called? Let's promote
So that's
that
the
one.
family rave at Area 15. You can find more on those by going directly to our Manifest Instagram. It's manifest.academy on Instagram.
Manifest.academy.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you on Mahalo Halo May 10th. Again, that's Mahalo Halo May 10th from 4 to 9 p.m. at Downtown Container Park. We have Nise. We also have a lot of other artists, upcoming artists, new and seasoned, because, we give everybody a platform to just express. And I think that's the most beautiful part of this town, is that, you can be a talented person, not be able to perform on the big stage, but these smaller platforms give you that little bit of confidence.
And it's a stepping stone. You know what I mean? It's a stepping stage. It's a step to get ready for the big stages. You know what I mean? So I mean, when you have, because here they create a safe space, they help educate them, they help train them in a sense, and so they become that confidence. And we provide the platform where we can bring them to the public, and they could be like, oh, they build more confidence. So when the big stage does come, they're ready for it. They're ready for whatever comes their way, and at the same time too, they have a huge family support behind them.
Exactly. So, the best thing we can do is facilitate for them. We can guide them. We can do the best we can. And then along that same vein of the collaboration and the guidance and the mentorship and showing them that we're not only saying but we're also doing. Manifest has a brand new event on the way. It's called Gems.
Yes,
we
talk about it, girl.
A youth-based poetry event. It's a youth showcase. So ages 6 to, I'm going to say 19 years old, all youth poets. We may have 1 or 2 adult features just to kind of bring it in and show them live, upfront, close and personal experiences in poetry. But again, as I was kind of saying earlier, all kids have different outlets. Poetry is no different. Some of them write, some of them journal, and they may not even be even be aware that they're writing poetry. They may not even know it.
You're right.
And that's going to be an amazing experience.
I'm so excited for that. You guys are always stirring up some stuff. And, I'm shout out to you guys, because it does take a really tight-knit community to make these things come to life. It is hard, because when you have an idea and you don't have the support, the right team, it's only an idea until
Shout
you
out to Dream Team.
We're
a fun bunch of people.
Hey, Dream Team.
Shout out to Dream Team.
Dream Team.
We love that. And as an artist, I commend you for being so brave and coming on here, because I know you were sharing a little bit. All artists get stage fright and a little bit shy, but once it's a comfortable situation, as far as you're owning your art and your artistry, I'm so proud to be a part of that and your journey. So
and it just flows, girl. It just flows. Just like what you were saying. You're like, I get a little bit, but once you're in the zone, girl, you take ownership of that.
It happens. You get into that zone. It's kind of like when you get into your MC vibe and into your bag and all that. Once you start writing and you feel the muse speaking, sometimes you can't stop. Sometimes you come back to it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's enough.
Right.
Well, is there anything you want to say to our young artists that are listening, or those that want to start or have been already? Like, put it out there, right?
Well, first and foremost, come check us out. We would love to help you and help with the mentorship. But from my personal artist point of view, don't stop what you're doing. Don't allow yourself to be disencouraged. Don't get too deep inside your own head. It happens to the best of us. It happens, and we get so trapped in perfection, or what if it's not good enough? We get trapped in the what if cycle. What if somebody reads it and they don't like it? What if somebody clowns me for it? What if my friends think it's corny? What if what if my mom doesn't like my content? But don't stop. Keep going, and you never know what'll bloom from it later. You never know what you may discover in yourself through your writing and through your crafts. You may come across things about yourself that you didn't even know were buried and tucked away in you. And you overcome those things. You find strength in those things. You find comfort in those things. Don't let go of it.
Amen.
Amen.
I know that's right.
That's the power in words.
That is power in words, and that's powerful in words.
In words. In words.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Nise, for being here. We are so happy to be in your journey, a part of your world.
Thank you.
However we can support, we are here. If you have another album in the works, we'd love to, support that too. So
the way she was talking, I'm pretty sure she has a couple of albums.
Some 2, 3, 4
Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4.
I'm that
quote unquote touring the local spots right now,
great.
but I might.
Let's do it.
I just see it's another great, amazing. I'm just excited for this journey, this beginning, and may God continue to open doors and make ways and
it's streaming everywhere, anywhere that you have access, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, whatever service you use. It's called Nuance by Nise, Nise. You can find it everywhere.
So nice by Nise. I love it. I love it. All right, everyone. Well, you guys can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on PHLV Radio app. Get us on podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And of course, check out Nise and her artistry, her words, the power in words, guys.
Yes.
So powerful. I'm your girl, Tony Rose, with my sister,
MC Leps. We love you guys. Stay safe. Mahalo, aloha, and
mabuhay.